Well, hello, Argo. Hello. Where are we? This doesn't look like home at all, does it? Looking in the sun, but if you could see that water tower there, you'd see it says DeTour Village, which is where we are in DeTour. So right across there is Drummond Island. And this is the end, the southern end here of the St. Mary's River. So we did miss the American Spirit. They're already past here upbound, but we do have a ship right there. So I picked up Argo from where I boarded him. They're in Cedarville. Picked him up, and we decided to head east. Huh, dog? Head east. And we have a ship right there. And that is the Honorable James L. Oberstar. I'm about to switch cameras to that one right there. Has a bit more zoom. So, bad news though. I dropped it and the screen does not work. I'm gonna have to get that replaced. So I have to look through here. So, I'll be right back. They're making a pretty good speed here. Coming through DeTour. I believe they're going to Marquette. You know, actually I can look. Since I'm not, let me zoom out some. Now that I can't see the screen, I've got to do something like this so that I don't have to track it constantly. Let's see. Nope, they're going to Duluth. Duluth to lay up. So the American Spirit I know is going to Marquette, which is pretty rare for a footer to go there. Andrea had a nice explanation how they load footers there in Marquette. She posts on her Facebook page. I'll give the summary here is the ore dock there is made for these ships. This size ship right here. And so they can't reach far enough across to fully load a footer, so they have to load. Then the footer has to back out, spin around, and then back in, you know, or at least come in the other direction so they can fully load the footer there in Marquette. So I did not know that. That's pretty interesting. So again, Andrea, I think with Dre Designs, she's on YouTube and Facebook. She's a wealth of information and has a ton of contacts, so definitely worth a follow in the off chance you aren't already. Let's get zoomed in here. There we go. So today is the 11th of February. Wow, okay. No, January 2026. And we're seeing these ships with their final trips for the season, or last upbounds in this case here, the Oberstar, to go lay up. That's some nice plume going on there too. Look at that. That's some quality plumage, as they say, or as I would say at least. Not sure who they are. It's me. Look at that. If you hear that sound, Argo was flopping and doing his kick in the air in the snow, as he likes to do. Silly dog. He is a silly boy. That's not very level. Now, is it, Cody? It's quite windy, so I apologize if you're hearing that. There's quite a bit of snow drifting across the road when I was driving down to get Argo. I'm so glad we came this way to catch them. course, it's really good to see them sailing after they, they hit bottom, actually north of here in the St. Mary's River, and had repairs for a while, so they were out for a little bit. It seemed like that corner there at Johnson's Point was having issues. There were a couple ships had issues there this year. So I don't know what or why or how or anything like that. I just know it seemed like there were quite a few issues there this year. I'm going to zoom out just really quick. You can see my shadow. Hi. Just as a cloud comes out. Perfect timing there. It goes through the ice. We have 3 icebreakers. The Katmai Bay, the Biscayne Bay, and the Nia Bay, all in the river right now. Keeping things broken up for these ships to come through. I think everyone appreciates their efforts. As I said before, I don't remember seeing this much ice at the end of a season before. I think since I moved here, I think this is a first. Just look at all that ice there in the foreground. Now I'm facing more in the wind, making my eyes water. So I think it's hard for me to get my bearings because I'm very rarely here, but that island you're looking at there, I believe, is St. Joseph's Island. I believe. And I think it's almost between those trees. Yeah, I'm not certain, but there's the old fort at St. Joseph's Island. And when my father was here, we went over there, and it was really interesting. So, if you like history, it's definitely worth visiting. And they fire off some muskets, so that's cool too. See, there is a little spit of land here, right there. So, I have never been to DeTour in winter before. So this is the first, certainly for both of us. Come on, Argo. We got to go see the ship. Quite a bit of ice. I'm going to snap a picture here of the Oberstar and the field of ice and a little bit of water. That's cool, dog. All right. Well, that is going to do that right there. We're going to maybe mill around a little bit more. Well, let me see Argo. I'm always interested. He'll stick his nose in the snow and sniff. Like you figure all he's inhaling is snow, right? But then he'll like scratch with his paw and sniff some more, which is what he just did. Oh, okay. Well, today's the 11th. 4 more days in the season. 4 more. So we're going to keep trying to record these ships for you and for ourselves as well. And we will, might be really close now. We'll be back. Argo, come here. Yep, we will be back. Right, Argo? He's like, put me down, Cody. Let's go.